What's up, everybody? Yeah. Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. Today, we're jumping right in at the top 5 muscle building, mass building exercises you probably are not doing. Unfortunately, Joe Weider and Bill Phillips and Robert Kennedy were instrumental in teaching you all the things you should not be doing simply because they had to fill content. These were the original Muscle Magazine publishers, and every month they had to pack their literature with new and fancy articles and training splits and Weider principles and everything else just to keep you constantly purchasing and to keep the advertisers constantly spending. Well, fortunately, your good friend, your wayward Uncle Mike is here to get you back on the path to Gainesville. So this video is going to be quick. Stick with me right now. Subscribe to this channel and bang, give this video a thumbs up so I know you are there and I know you care about making gains. When we talk about the top 5, we need to break down the basic movements of the human body. You know, we discuss multi-joint compound movements. This is essentially using as many muscles as possible in order to perform a highly skilled exercise. What would this be? Well, before I give you the list, let's discuss what the human body does. The human body pushes, pulls, squats, bends, and rotates. Let's break that down further. When we talk about pushing, we push vertically, straight up in the air, or horizontally, which could be straightforward. So vertically is up or down, horizontally is forward. When we pull essentially in the same direction. We pull vertically down, we pull horizontally towards our torso. When we squat, we bend at the knee. There's a multitude of exercises we could use that for, whether it's the traditional barbell squat, the Bulgarian split squat, or stepping up onto a box. Walking up the stairs is a squat variant. When we hinge, we bend at the waist, right? We're hitting the erectors, we're hitting the glutes, we're hitting the hamstrings, plus all the stabilizer muscles. And do not forget the importance of calves on the hinge motion. Most people actually discount the necessity to focus on calves with regards to your hinge work. And then we have the rotational work, which is through the core. Now let's break this down further. The top 5 mass building, muscle building exercises, and bang, Uncle Mike is going to give you a bonus. I'm going to double it. I'm going to double it times 2, baby, which means bang. I want to see those thumbs up go up on this video, and I can see the live counter right now. There we go. We're clicking. I see that, and thank you. Let's talk about the push first. Pushing or pressing, same thing. We will press overhead. That is the standing barbell military press. This is the granddaddy of upper body exercises. Much more powerful, much more important than the bench press. How can you say that, Dolce? Everyone knows the bench press is the most important. False. You can get super strong on your bench press and still have a shit overhead press. You can get super strong on your overhead press and dramatically carry over to a super strong bench press. The overhead press will carry over to the bench press. The bench press does not carry over to the overhead press. Therefore, the majority of your pressing time should be spent pressing vertically, up, overhead. Now, we also want to build those big, full pecs, right? You want to look good, not just be good. You want to be able to, turn heads when you walk down the street, not just impress people in the gym when you're moving the barbell. 225, 275, 315 being pressed overhead is impressive. But you take your clothes off at the beach, you could still look like a big turd just glopped on the sand. You don't want to look like that. You want to look good, which is why we will also add in the weighted parallel bar dip. So we will press overhead and we will press down into the dip position. The dip position is one of the greatest pec building exercises. What does the pec do? The pec actually brings the upper arm across the torso. Bench pressing is actually a crappy pec builder. Dipping is an amazing pec builder because you're actually bringing your upper arm completely across your body, and you can actually feel, you wish you could feel Uncle Mike's pecs right now when I do that. So again, vertical press overhead and weighted dips. So that's the pressing motion. The pulling motion, again, we're going up overhead, the underhand chin up with a medium grip, not a close grip, not an ultra wide grip, a medium grip. So you're hanging at straight arm length. You want to hang straight arm length. And what we say is if you can perform 15 body weight underhand chin-ups, it's time to add weight. Most of you listening right now cannot perform 15 dead hang chin-ups. What is a dead hang chin-up? That means you grab the bar and you hang completely down. That is the beginning and end of every rep, not with a 3/4 bent arm where you're hanging like this in this position and you're doing this shitty exercise. You need to be completely extended, arms straight up in the air so you have that full stretch at the bottom. Okay? So again, we push vertical standing barbell military press. And again, we hit that weighted dip. Most of you should be able to crank out 15 reps of perfect form weighted dips. Yes, we start, or body weight dips, we start adding weight. Now we go to the underhand chin up and we want to start adding weight. I'm happy for you to start adding 5 pound, 5 pound, 5 pound, adding 5 pounds every workout. Anytime you can hit 8 reps or more with perfect form. And when we perform that chin up, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to just do this and get our stupid little chin above the bar. We want to do this. We want to get this high over the bar. I use the term with my athletes, knuckles to nipples. I want to be able to pull myself up over the bar like there's a nudist colony on the other side of the wall. That's the visual that I give them. And they're like, oh, yeah, I get that. I understand that. They don't get it until I say nudist colony over the wall. They're like, oh, I get it, Dolce. Knuckles to nipples. That's the goal. And watch the contraction. Feel the contraction, I should say. All right. So again, the push, standing barbell military press, weighted dip. The pull, underhand weighted chin-ups and bent over barbell rows. Personally, I like the pendlay row. I like the overhand Yates row. I like the single arm dumbbell tripod row in which our feet are slightly wider. One hand is posted in the middle and I'm rowing with a straight back, trying to keep that straight back, but going heavy. I go to the 150s, no problem for sets of 12 on this exercise, right? So rowing, I'm happy to T-bar, right? I'm happy to do all these great rowing exercises. So should you. So underhand weighted chin up and a horizontal row. Now we move on to the squat. The barbell back squat is the granddaddy of the lower body. We're going to keep that. I'm not going to get rid of that, specifically if you are not an advanced athlete. As an advanced athlete, we can really start to make changes because myself, I don't need to be squatting over 600 pounds anymore. I need to find new ways to challenge my body, which comes to play with the Bulgarian split squat. I perform a lot more unilateral Bulgarian split squat. So for you listening, that's what I want to see. I want to see perfect low bar, wide stance, barbell back squats. I also want to see the Bulgarian split squat. Those are the only two exercises you really need. We'll also add walking lunges. We'll add high box step-ups, 6-inch, 12-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch box step-ups, and a multitude of other lunges we do add. But I want to keep this video more concise. So we're pushing barbell, standing barbell military press, and the weighted dip. Pulling the underhand weighted chin-up and the horizontal barbell or dumbbell row. Squatting, the low bar barbell back squat with a relatively wide stance down to parallel, and the Bulgarian split squat. Now, hinging. With hinging, we are going to use a conventional stance deadlift, which is, I believe, the greatest of all exercises, literally works every single muscle in the entire body. The conventional deadlift, and I like to use a slightly more narrow stance on the conventional deadlift when I'm working with athletes. Most of the time, the athlete will utilize their squat stance when deadlifting or with their heels slightly wider than their hips. We don't want to do that. I want to bring those legs in a little closer to get more hamstring and glute activation. A lot of times that's neglected, but I'll let the coach on the floor make that determination. We see much greater carryover to the slightly narrow heels inside the width of the hips. Take that for what it is. And also, I will strongly suggest the Romanian deadlift. The Romanian deadlift, you actually start in the standing position. The conventional deadlift, you start at the bottom of the lift. So, again, and I'll keep going back over this. Pushing, standing barbell military press, the weighted dip. Pulling, underhand weighted chin up, knuckles to nipples, and a bent over variation of the horizontal row in which I'm pulling a dumbbell, a barbell, a T-bar, a kettlebell into my chest, right? I'm probably the biggest fan of the overhand medium grip Yates row. Look that up. I can actually do a video on that. Leave comments below if you don't know what that is. I will do a video. I'll do a 2-minute video on it for you. If enough people don't know what the medium grip overhand Yates row is, I've spoken about that before. Also now, so we have the push, we have the pull, we have the low bar powerlifting style wide stance, low bar barbell back squat, and the unilateral Bulgarian split squat. Bread and butter right there. The hinge is the conventional narrow stance deadlift and the Romanian deadlift. The Romanian deadlift, we're going to move those heels out just a little bit in line. So heels under knees, knees under hips. The last exercise we need to focus on is our core, rotational core work. My favorite is hanging from the chin bar, hanging leg raises, where I'm trying to literally, hanging, dead hang, I'm trying to literally touch my feet to the ceiling, not just swinging them up like I'm a CrossFitter. I'm swinging them up and also pressing my heels to the top. I should probably do a video on this for you. Now, sometimes I'll use the arm straps. Sometimes I'll use the wrist straps. Most of the time, we just chalk up our hands. We grab onto that chin bar because we train like athletes over here. If I was a bodybuilder, I might want to take that grip strength out of it a little bit and get a little more specificity onto the squeezing, the aesthetics, the muscle-mind connection of the core. But being athletes over here, we really do believe in that full chain, and we want to white knuckle that bar. And if any of my athletes ever grab you, if I ever shake your hand, you'll probably feel the power that we actually have as a result of these little tips. So again, hanging leg raises is ideal. We don't do those weighted. What we will do is we will change the angle. Sometimes it's 2 legs straight up in the air. Sometimes we'll simply cheat the 15 degrees. So right leg will come up first and then left leg will follow all the way to the top. And then left leg comes down, right leg comes down, and then we'll switch. So it's not a strict unilateral. You can't quite do that. We'll just cheat one side, then the other comes up. Try that. Holy burn. Holy pain. Sometimes we'll just go the 2 legs and we'll twist at the top, come back down, twist at the top, come back down. Hanging leg raises. You can do knee ups and such. And then we will look at the Russian twist. What is the Russian twist? Russian twist, I'm sitting on the floor with my feet nice and wide. I'm holding some sort of ball or weighted implement in my hand. I'm leaning back as far as I can. Sometimes we're smashing, bang, 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 side to side. Sometimes I'm taking from a 5 to 100-pound med ball, boom, putting it on the floor, picking it up, dropping it on this side, picking it back up, dropping on this side. Sometimes it's nothing at all. Sometimes we're just going arms wide and we're twisting as we lean back and sit back up. Look up Russian twist. All right, so pushing. I'm going to wrap this video up pretty quick for you. Excuse me. Pushing. We're going barbell, overhead military press, and the weighted dip. Pulling, we're going underhand weighted chin-ups and the bent over horizontal row. Push, pull, squatting, low bar barbell back squat, and the unilateral Bulgarian split squat. Look that up. Probably my favorite exercise over the last 2 years or so. Excuse me, I just ate. Got a mouthful of nuts over here. You know what I'm saying? Hinging, conventional deadlift, slightly narrow stance, and the Romanian deadlift with a neutral stance. And then we're looking at the hanging leg raise and the twisting Russian, or the Russian twist. It's built into the name. I'm going to answer a couple questions right here, ladies and gentlemen. Give this video a thumbs up. Bang, bang. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate sharing this information with you. I'm not going to go long on anything. Let me rip through this because I'm about to go and crush a leg day myself. Nick L, F you, Nick L, Zach C, F you. Omar, what's up, Omar? Good to see you. Scuba, what's up? Chris Liddell, FU too. Omar, excited for the Blueprint DDC. Let's get it. Let's get it. The Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference will be September 25th, 26th, and 27th. There are a few spots left. Go to dolcedietshop.com right now. And if you use that promo code, I am ready, all one word, I am ready, you will save $1,000 off of registration. Become a pre-registered member. There are perks to that. You'll find out. The DDC is coming up. Coniper, FU Dolce, everyone in the chat, don't forget to like and share. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like the video, share the video. Let people know what we're doing here. Jesse Lee, host coach, so excited to become a DDC nutrition coach by the end of the month and to keep continuing on the Dolce knowledge path and getting to the level 2 and 3. Thanks for all the help. Jesse, I'm so excited to have you on board. I cannot wait. It's always so exciting when I have a new crop of prospective coaches sign up for this DDC. It's a 3-day intensive, fully immersive educational experience that my team and I are so passionate about. I cannot wait to spend that weekend, September 25th, 26th, and 27th. Again, dolcedietshop.com if you want to take part in that while spots are still available. Wesley, every time I get a notification, I close my school books and listen to Uncle Mike. I appreciate that, Wesley. School is in session, my friend. Alexa, there, Alexa. I said it correctly this time. Alexa, F you, what's up, Mike? I will watch this later. Just came by to say hi. Hello, I got your name right this time. I'm starting to read. Is that Russian, though? Probably got your nationality wrong. Zach C, dips and pull-ups with the 5-1-1 tactical weighted vest. Jack up on the devil's ladder. Boom. That sounds like a good time, actually. Zach C, thoughts on Thiago Alves and Paige Van Zandt going the bare knuckle? Paige should just stop fighting and start a pay-per-view XXX webcam site. Paige would probably make a heck of a lot more money on like a fans. Is it fans only or only fans or something? I forget. I don't know what that is. But a lot of these ladies are making tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of crazy money just walking around in cooking in G-strings. It's just silly stuff what the world has come to these days. I like it, man. I'm a fan of the bare knuckle stuff. I mean, Thiago Alves kind of, he I think ran his course inside the UFC. Competition really caught up to him. He was getting a little older in his career. I think bare knuckle gives him a new avenue to go out there and do well. I hold no negative energy, so I hope Thiago goes out there and does well. I am a fan of Paige Van Zandt. I know she signed a multi-million-dollar contract with them, and it's nice. I like to see athletes making money and taking care of their family. They work too hard and sacrifice too much. So I'm sure Paige is going to be doing very well. Elijah, F.U. Dolce, happy to catch you live. Elijah, happy to be caught, my friend. Parsa recently did a one-on-one consult with me. Excuse me. Them Brazil nuts in the back of my throat. What? What's up, coach? Can you give some tips about the best type of meat? And also, what are your thoughts on some cheese for calcium? Well, the best type of meat would be wild caught meat. Wild caught meat, line caught fish. That's always where we start the conversation. Outside of that, we do work with a company called Certified Piedmontese. Certified Piedmontese is a U.S. company. They have all American beef, and these Piedmontese cows are a very special breed. They are the bodybuilders of the cow world. You've probably seen memes of these cows on the internet where they look like they're all jacked up. They're not. I mean, they are jacked up, but they're devoid of any sort of growth hormones or steroids or any anabolic agents. This is just the specific breed of these Piedmontese cows. My buddy Chris Bell actually hooked me up with Certified Piedmontese, the company. So anyone who wants, and this is the only place I get my meat anymore is from Certified Piedmontese. I get the grass-fed, finished line of Certified Piedmontese cow. It is the most incredible tasting. I never, ever, ever have to flavor any of it. It's just absolutely incredible. And you can use promo code Dolce. I make no money off this, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I was so impressed with Certified Piedmontese that they came up with a 25% discount. And they're like, kind of like, to be fair, Dolce, it's an affiliate. So, give your people 10%. You get a 15% commission. I said, absolutely not. This is awesome. I want to pass this on to my community. Give them the full 25%. Don't worry about paying me anything because this was during the pandemic when we struck up the relationship to go a little longer here. And they're an amazing American company. They are in Nebraska, I think just outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. It's incredible what they were able to do, especially during the pandemic when people couldn't go to grocery stores. There were shortages. They did an amazing job, and they never, ever, ever increased their prices like nearly every other company did out there. So this is a real American company. These are patriots, and I'm just happy to share this with you guys. Again, I make no money for saying any of this. I make no money on the Dolce promo code. You keep every single penny of that 25% discount, and even more, orders over $99, you will get free delivery, which is in like within two. So if you order today, they'll pack it tomorrow, ship it, you'll get it the next day. It's incredible. It's incredible. I freaking love it. And it shows up as if it's like an Apple product, like it's a MacBook Pro. It's just so well and clean, like well packaged and clean. Again, Certified Piedmontese, promo code Dolce, save your 25% and start eating well. Shrivi says, what are your thoughts on Tim Ferriss, his powerlifting, his 2 times a week muscle building program, and 2 times 75 swings with kettlebell per week fat loss program? I don't know any of this. I apologize. I don't know any of it. Tim Ferriss, the author of the 4-Hour Work Week, I think that was a good concept. The 4-hour like body or 4-hour chef, I think was a little good branding. I know Tim has made a ton of money. Much respect to him for that. I don't know that Tim has a lot of great fitness content though. He might. I could be. I just haven't really read it. I kind of really just focused on Tim's business stuff. So I honestly, I just can't answer the question for you. I apologize. I wish I had more information, but I do not offer comments if I don't have the information. I'm not just going to make it up, but I will go and do some research. I hadn't heard that about him. Joey B, glad to see you're streaming. Well, glad to see you're here, Joey B. And guys and gals, bang, Bang, just a reminder, if you appreciate the content, just give us a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you're engaging with us. And also, if you're watching this video after the fact, just leave an F-U Dolce in the comment section, F space U space Dolce, which just means effing unbelievable content, Dolce. That goes back to the early days of this channel. It's an insider joke, and now you are an insider, and it helps the algorithm, and that's really what we do. Hope that's why I ask. Glenn says, thanks, coach. Thanks always for all the amazing information. Losing some weight and getting stronger. I feel so much better mentally and physically. Glenn V, that is awesome, my friend. That's why we're here. I'm here to help you get in the best shape of your life any way that I can, my friend. This is what we are here for. Mohammed, what is your thoughts on CrossFit? Big fan of you from Dubai. Mohammed, well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. CrossFit has a lot of good things. There's a lot of good things. CrossFit gets a lot of bad press. I like a lot of the stuff about CrossFit. I train CrossFit athletes, high-level CrossFit athletes like Lindsay Valenzuela that I work with and have worked with and, during their CrossFit games. I understand the culture of CrossFit, the training. I will say most of the elite CrossFit competitors do not follow the workout of the day, the WODs of the traditional CrossFit boxes. They don't do those workouts. A lot of the programming in the CrossFit culture is not very good. My personal opinion, but also that of many credible strength coaches. What I love about CrossFit, and I have to say this, is the camaraderie, is the community. CrossFit is almost single-handedly responsible for making women feel comfortable getting under a barbell and straining against resistance. Like, you have to give CrossFit credit for getting many of the housewives and the co-eds like out of their dorm rooms and out of their, off their treadmill and giving them the confidence to step into a gym and start building muscle. Like, I want to make sure CrossFit gets the credit for creating that culture. At the same time, I see a lot of really bad programming in a lot of these CrossFit facilities. But yeah, just like a mixed martial arts gym, there's amazing mixed martial arts facilities like Ludwig Martial Arts in Denver, Colorado, or Jackson Wink in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or Henzo Gracie, all across the northeastern United States and many other places. Amazing coaches, but there's also some terrible mixed martial arts facilities with crappy coaches where, you walk in the gym, you're sparring with a pro day one, you get knocked out, right? So I can make the same correlation to CrossFit as I could to MMA. So I hope that helps. Nice. Nick L, 45 watching, 41 thumbs up. Come on, the last 4 people. Yeah, there we go. Now we got actually more thumbs up than we do people watching. I appreciate that, but bang, bang. Keep liking this video as long as I'm doing a good job. Danny Soto says, hey, Mike, any news on upcoming products? Yes, the Dolce Whey Pro will be announced very, very soon. We also have a brand new update to the online membership platform at thedolcediet.com. If you have not signed up yet to thedolcediet.com 4-week or 12-week online personalized diet and exercise platform, you need to get in there right now, and I will give you the Living Lean discount code to save 30%. That is incredible. That's our Black Friday deal right there. 30% off at thedolcediet.com. Start the 4-week, 3 weeks to shredded program or the 12-week Living Lean bundle. It's incredible. And once you are in, you are grandfathered in. We do not, when our prices go up, you will be locked in at your original rate, and you can, there's just so much. I don't want to waste the time on this video. There's so much at thedolcediet.com. Sri says, thank you for your response, Mike. I'd recommend the 4-Hour Body, less for the fitness info, but how comprehensive it actually is. Goes over behavior, sleep. I will check that out. Actually, I liked him. And I like his stuff. I think he does a good job. Johnny, when are you releasing another video on failure? Love hearing about your come up story when you and how you got to where you are. I'll do another one within the next couple days or so. And there's a few issues, a few very specific points in my life, I think, that I do want to share with you guys that hopefully can help you get through some of the tough times. F you, Dolce. Jason says the 12-week program, 2 weeks in, 7 pounds down. I'll be working midnight to noon for a month. How should I manage my food with that horrible schedule? Jason, do not worry about it, my friend. Simply start your food clock when you wake up after your long sleep. We work with a lot of shift workers, a lot of military, a lot of law enforcement, a lot of emergency medical responders. We work with a lot of the Las Vegas performers. We work with a lot of strippers, like a lot of people whose bodies really do matter in their life, and they have these atypical shifts. What we say is after your long sleep, that's when your breakfast begins. That's when your list begins. That's when your breakfast begins. Plan your day from after your long sleep. It's much easier to go back to your normal schedule if you live it that way. But some people, it's like if they go to bed at 6 a.m. and they wake up at 4 p.m., then they'll eat their dinner because the rest of the world is eating dinner at that time. That's not the way to do it. So after your long sleep, start meal 1 and you'll be good to go. Coach Mike, what's up, brother? Any news about the Dolce Whey protein? Yes, it is. We're going through the legal quality assurance aspect of all the business stuff we're dealing with right now, just to make sure that we are above and beyond with compliance issues. So we will, trust me, as soon as it's ready to roll, Mike, you will know about it. Now the whole world is going to know. The Dolce Whey Pro cross-flow, microfiltered, grass-fed whey protein isolate, the most powerful protein on the planet. I guarantee you that coming soon. I created it because there is nothing like it out there, and this is the only protein that you deserve. And I'm going to sell it to you cheaper than all the crappy products out there. I'm going to make way less money than all those dirt bags out there that are stealing your cash just to stick it to them, because we're going to take all their business. Watch. Gina, what's up from Albuquerque? I recently saw an ad for Lawrence Herrera. Is he a good coach? I don't know him. Just asking since he's local. Yes. I actually had Lawrence on my podcast recently. Lawrence Herrera is an amazing coach. He's one of the top strength coaches in the world of MMA. Someone who, I mean, we're not text buddies, but I consider him a friend. We have that mutual respect. Every athlete I know, because we have athletes in common that we've worked with together. We have athletes that we're friends with. Nothing but good things to say about Lawrence Herrera. And Gino, if you do contact him, definitely tell him that Mike Dolce gave him the thumbs up seal of approval and suggested that you go speak with him. If Lawrence was in my area, I would go train with him. Absolutely, for sure. I am King. Craig says, I find the best way to increase testosterone is a diet of wild boar and tavern wenches. You know, I would actually try that. Maybe not the wild boar. Well, maybe I actually would. I would go and bow hunt some boar and go frequent those tavern wenches. I don't know how Miss Brandy Dolce would feel about that, but maybe in a former life. How about that? Israel says, yo, guys, I'm the most ripped and jacked buff tough guy ever. I'm doing tire flips right now. I don't. All right. Okay. Well, somebody needs attention, Israel. Go ask mom and dad to give you a little hug, a little tap on the head. Good for you. I'll give you a little good for you. Zach says, will the protein have quality flavor like some of the current more expensive powders? Actually, it will have the highest quality flavor, and we are not using anything artificial. No natural vanilla flavor, because natural flavors is not natural flavors. That's one of the insidious lies in the fitness community. I can't give you the formula right now until it's out there on market. The least amount of ingredients of any product on the market, the most expensive ingredients of any product on the market, the highest quality than any product on the market, and the most delicious. I will say that absolutely for sure. When the Dolce Whey Pro comes out, anyone who knows anything about supplements, you guys are going to be like, damn, they did it. They did it. We did what the other supplement companies won't do because they're just worried about their little bit of money. They're worried about saving that 12 cents, right, on their sweetening agents. They're worried about saving their little 7 cents over here on their lecithin. Like, they're so worried about all that little bit. They're so worried about that, so they keep their little bit of profit for themselves with their greedy, dirty little hands. I'm not worried about that. All I'm worried about is getting you guys the highest quality whey protein isolate on the planet. And that's the only one I would consume, and the only one I want to feed my family, my friends, my athletes. My name is on it, right? My reputation's on it. I'm not worried about it. I'm good. I'm not worried about the more. I'll make a couple dollars on it. That's fine. I don't need to make double. I don't need to make triple. It's nice. Like, I'm not mad at money, right? That's not what it's about. It's about providing high quality every single time. Every single time. That's what these fools out there, they don't want to do. They just want to cut corners and increase profits for their dirty little fingers. And I know all these fools. I know all them, man. It just, I get so irritated. Some of them I used to be friends with. I can't even look them in the face anymore because I know they're freaking liars. You know, it sucks. Truly, it sucks, man. It's to know the things that I know, man. It sucks sometimes. But you know, we keep it real over here. I keep it straightforward, honest. And you'll see, once it comes out, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll be like, damn, how do they sell that so inexpensive with these ingredients? Like, you know, we have just enough padding in there to make it profitable enough that we can continue doing it. But you will see, we will outprice everybody on the market. All the crappy synthetic toxic chemical crap that costs like no money, we will actually beat them. I Am King says, love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you. I will. Vanilla flavor is all I need. Wesley, you got it. And hey, Wesley, how about this? How about we actually use real vanilla? Real vanilla, not natural vanilla flavor. We actually use real vanilla. How about that? How about that? Actually real vanilla. Nobody does that. Nobody does that because it's expensive. Let me tell you, it's expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Man, if I'm going to eat it, I want to love it. I want it. I want the real vanilla. I don't want some synthetic toxic real vanilla flavor, which is not real vanilla. We're actually going to use real vanilla. How about that? Crazy, right? Brian says, Uncle Mike, just want to thank you, brother. Appreciate the work. I really want you to know how helpful you are for real life changing. Brian, man, that means everything to me. Thank you so much. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here doing what I do. I do it for you guys. I do it to help you. I do it to provide value. And that's why I sit on here, 36 minutes now into a 10-minute video. So I thought answering your question. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You got it, bro. Tajinder says, what do you think about intermittent fasting and the vertical diet? Intermittent fasting is silly. Intermittent fasting is ridiculous. Intermittent fasting doesn't do what all the fools out there say. And I will call out Tom DeLauer for that. Tom DeLauer, who I think is probably a good guy in real life, but Tom DeLauer, in my opinion, sold out. Tom DeLauer did not build his body intermittent fasting, right? Right? We all know, and go back and look at Tom's videos 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years or so ago. Tom DeLauer did not build his body intermittent fasting. We know this is a fact, but now we keep selling it and selling it and selling it like, hey, look at me, look at me. We know that that's not why Tom DeLauer looks the way Tom DeLauer looks. So to point at Tom DeLauer and say, oh, well, Tom DeLauer intermittent fast. No, Tom DeLauer sells intermittent fasting. There's a big difference here. Chris says, how do you feel about plant protein powders versus whey protein, whey isolate? Can't tell you how much I appreciate your commitment to giving us so much quality information. I appreciate that, Chris. Number one, thank you. Number two, I'm like, if you're going to eat a plant-based protein powder, I love it, but don't buy a plant-based protein powder. Just go get hemp seeds. Go get hemp seed. It's like 20% of the price of one of these plant-based protein powders. Just get whole hemp seeds. And you can actually blend those into a coffee grinder and mix them into a little smoothie. That's amazing. I put hemp seeds in almost all my salads and all my breakfast bowls. I put hemp seeds in a lot of my recipes to jack up that protein, right? But if you're looking to perform at higher athletic levels, if you're looking to maintain healthy, lean muscle tissue, if you're looking for the most effective, the most efficiently absorbed, the fastest absorbed amino acid delivery system, that would be a whey protein isolate, which is why we are coming out with a whey protein isolate, specifically a whey protein isolate. And this will not be for everyone to use, and this will not be for anyone to use every single time. It will just be a tool on your belt. That's what the Dolce Whey Pro will be. It will be a high quality tool on your belt that you can use as the most rapidly absorbed of any protein on the planet. That is a whey protein isolate, and ours will be constructed of the highest quality nutrients. But I also eat hemp every single day. I eat plant-based proteins every single day. So I don't like to say this is better and this is worse. No, every tool, I need a hammer. I need a wrench. I need a pliers. I need a screwdriver. I need a flathead. I need a Phillips head, right? I need all of this. I need all of these tools on my belt in order to live that best life. I hope that helps. And I sell a whey protein isolate, right? Worst salesman ever right here, right? Because if I was one of these dickheads out there, I'd be like, only a whey isolate. Everything else is shit. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's just one of the tools in your belt that you want, that you need to have one of these in your belt for the right time. It's time and place, right? I'm just going to tell you the truth. And then when it's time for a whey protein isolate, bang, you'll have the Dolce Whey Pro available to you. Robert says, I feel the longevity and recovery benefits of the dry electric heater sauna have been huge. Agree. Well, I actually have my own infrared sauna. Is that what the dry electric? That's the one that you probably mean. So yeah, I love it. I mean, I spent the money. I have two actually, to make sure I got it everywhere I go. I can hop in that infrared sauna. I love it. And I have a membership to a banya even. They don't have the infrared there. They just have the traditional steam. Parsa, who is going to win, Mike Israel or Paulo Costa? I don't know. I never bet on fights. I never pick fights unless my athlete is fighting. I don't know. I could paint a good case as to why both athletes win. On paper, Adesanya is probably the betting favorite, but man, Costa just beat Yoel Romero, right? Costa's tough, man. Costa's no joke. Costa doesn't stop. Costa's one of those zombies with a lot of power, and he's very durable. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Adesanya, though, is man, he's pretty. Like, to watch a guy like Adesanya fight, that is a martial artist right there. I love watching that guy fight. I like this fight. It's a fun fight. I don't buy a lot of the fights anymore. I will buy that fight. Beeg says, my brother asked me last night if I fast. I said, yes, every night when I sleep. Bingo. That's the right answer right there. I love it. Danny Soda, how do you feel about Onnit currently? I remember you having a problem with then. Where could we expect a Dolce Diet app? I'll do a deeper conversation on it later on. I have lots of great things to say, but also there were some, professional challenges. I think because of my, the core culture here at the Dolce Diet. I think in time we kept our core culture over here. And I think that was a difference. And then Onnit used me as, to kind of, promote some things without my authorization to do so. And that created some sticky situations. And, so I but there's lots of great things that I really do love and appreciate about Onnit. So it's just like, it's like family, right? People in your family, I mean, it's family, but at the same time, there's some issues in life that you might disagree on. You have that Thanksgiving Day dinner where every so often it's like, you have that little bit of challenge, but I'll talk about that later. I mean, there's not a real story here though, but it's interesting, but I do not represent Onnit products at this point. When could we expect a Dolce Diet app? Well, Danny, if you are a member of the online platform at thedolcediet.com, you will see that this is completely responsive on your mobile phone and on your tablet. Now, you can actually set up, I forget the name, you can actually set up the button on your phone. I forget the name of it right now. Oh my God, I forget. I just had a conversation on this last week. But regardless, we will be coming out with an app of our online platform here sometime during the fall. The team is building that right now. We're going through the QA on that. We did the UX, we did the UI, we did all the stuff, all the expensive stuff that you have to do. So we will be coming out with an app that supports our online platform. If you are currently a member at thedolcediet.com, you will not have to pay a single penny to gain access to the upgraded app. If you are not a member, you will have to pay a pretty penny to gain access to the app, which then will also give you access to the online platform. What my strong recommendation to anyone right now is to go to thedolcediet.com to pick the 4-week or the 12-week online personalized diet and exercise program. Use my limited Living Lean 30% discount code right now and become a member. Change your life. Set the GPS to your future body. My team and I do all the work for you. And then with all these upgrades as they come through, it costs you nothing extra. If you wait until the upgrades are there, it's going to cost you more. It'll be worth it. But get in now, lose 20 pounds now, and then you have the upgrade coming soon and just keep making them gains. That's what I would suggest. Tanjandir says, my ideas of Tom DeLauer are shattered, man. Who are the fitters you are helping right now? Well, it's true, and I'm not mad at Tom. Tom's out there making money, right? I don't think he's doing it in an honorable way, because I would wish that Tom DeLauer and every other one of these fitness experts, quote experts, tells the truth about their own protocol. Tell us how you really eat, how you really train, and how you really supplement. Then let us watch what you're selling. Tell the truth about it. I think Mark Bell does this better than anyone. Mark Bell comes right out and tells you the gear he's taking, tells you the supplements he's taking, and tells you the silly, fruity, crazy diets that he jumps in and out of all the time, right? At least Mark Bell is honest about jumping all over the place, but he talks about his gear and the supplements and everything else. The rest of them don't. Most of them don't, right? So what are you going to do? Drew, and I got to jump out of here in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost time to go. I'm late. Well, not late, but I got to get my gym mentality on. Drew Gonzalez says, how do you feel about fat burners when your diet and lifestyle is in check? I weighed 270 4 years ago. Now I'm at 170. Well, fat burners really don't work very well for most people. Fat burners will have a marginal, some fat burners will have a marginal effect for some people who are already very close to being at their ideal weight. What does that mean? That means if you're already down into like single digit body fat percentage and you can't drop your calories any lower, you can't do any more cardio, you can't train on a better program at a higher intensity, then maybe a fat burner will have a marginal effect for you. Maybe you will see an additional little bit of fat loss as a result. And mostly it's because of the stimulation, right? It's just because of the enhanced core temperature, if not anything else. So most of the fat burners out there are pretty crappy, unfortunately. They really are. That's the honest answer. But if you're already at single digit body fat percentage, maybe it'll work for you. But I would just start with traditional caffeine and green tea. I would start there. You probably get all the benefit with just that. Jason Murphy says, if you slack and sleep in, should you still do fasted cardio or eat breakfast? I'm doing fasted cardio almost every day, but I don't slack on my sleep. I don't allow that, right? I go to bed 9 hours before I have to wake up. So if I'm going to bed 9 hours before I have to wake up, I don't slack on my sleep. And that gives you all the time to, hanky-panky time, as I call it, or scrolling the IG time, or watching some YouTube, van life videos, or whatever it is. You can do all that stuff for, whatever, 2 minutes to 45 minutes or so. And then boom, you're asleep 8 hours before you have to wake up. Deal done. It's easy. Just go to bed 9 hours before you have to wake up. What are some exercises to build explosiveness for combat sports? Man, Jesse, I would go back to the first 10 minutes of this video and watch those top 5 exercises. I would start right now, especially because you just came out of a fight camp, Jesse. I would stack those. I would stack those exercises I just put in there, and I would really start hitting that type of strength program right now and start building more muscle tissue, more explosive contractile force. That's what this is about, my man. You have that nice rebound period right now where you're going to make some serious gains. Mr. Russ, what's up, coach? Any tips for training women over 50, working with mom and sister? Good for you, Russ. Yeah, just be patient, be empathetic, listen to them, encourage them, keep them showing up, let them show up, and just small progress is progress. Let them fall in love with the journey. That's what this is about for ladies at first, because it's like, especially the older ladies, they grew up in a culture where fitness and exercise is not as normalized for them. Right now it is for the younger gals. For the older gals, not as much. So let them have fun, enjoy the process, constantly compliment them, give them small corrections on areas they need to improve, but over applaud them for being there, for working hard, for doing so well, for proper, foot position and knee angle, regardless of the weight. Don't worry about the weight. Focus on the execution. Don't worry about the scale. Focus on them showing up every day and having a good attitude. That's what this is about, Russ. BK Trainer, your thoughts on moving away from barbell squats for people in their 40s, training more with sleds, tire, and body weight? I agree with that. I don't want big, heavy barbells on my back anymore. I do a lot more goblet squats. I do a lot more unilateral work, Bulgarian splits, like I spoke about in the beginning of this video. I do a lot more high box step-ups. Well, I do a good amount of Zerchers, maybe once or twice a month. I'm hitting Zercher squats. I don't really want to load my spine as much anymore, simply because I just have back issues from all the years of strength sports and combat sports. In my 20s and 30s, I didn't care at all, waking up with a little stinger in my neck. Now I ain't got time for that. I got too much stuff going on, and I don't need to, because I already spent years and years. I mean, man, I spent over a decade regularly squatting over 500 and 600 pounds, 700 pounds, right? Like for what? Now that I look, I'm happy I did it, because I built this level of strength and muscle that just will not disappear. I went over a year without training my legs, and you could never tell. My legs were still bigger and better shape than almost everybody else out there. Right? Because you put so much time in your early, late teens through early 30s. But I think I've done a good job transitioning, where I've been able to maintain my muscle and my strength without risking the injuries anymore. Danny, make sure the mic is on this time. I hope the mic is on. Jesus, I can't tell. Everything says it's on. I hope it's on. I did check this time, right? Last time it sounded like, I was on like 1991 AOL dial-up. Parsa, what are your thoughts at UFC PI? Is their program legit? I think there's a great team over there at the UFC PI. It's just an amazing resource for the athletes. They're really, really doing a good job. Mr. Russ, if you had to choose between AirDyne bike or rower, and is a reverse hyper worth the investment? AirDyne or rower? I would probably choose the rower, because I have an AirDyne and I never use it. Now, me personally, I use my elliptical more than any other cardio machine. I love the elliptical. I can do almost everything on the elliptical. I can go for longs, I can hit my LISS on there. I can do intervals on there. I can set the incline and really climb and burn my thighs. The elliptical is amazing. I have a Precor elliptical machine. I think it's awesome. AirDyne or rower? I would say rower now. I would probably use the rower more often. I just don't like the AirDyne. It never feels comfortable. Like an AirDyne is meant to be 10 minutes of hell and then you're done. It's not meant to kind of cruise. And I used to go to a gym that had the rower, and I used to get on the Concept 2 for 20, 30 minutes, and I would enjoy that. I would suggest more than anything though, Russ, look into an elliptical. If you can get one used or one of the in-home versions, consider that. Because anyone can use them. I went through a hip issue, a knee issue, ankle issue, back issue. You can always get on an elliptical. The rower and the AirDyne, a lot of things, like the planets have to align for some individuals to get on them. They're not very user-friendly. I definitely do not see your mom or sister getting on an AirDyne and having fun with it. An elliptical, though, is great. And my wife and I both use the elliptical all the time. Brandy, we have a Peloton in the house. I hate that stupid thing. Brandy gets on a couple times a week, but I just, I don't enjoy anything about it. Danny, forgot to ask, is there any news on squats and steak? Yeah, you'll hear news real soon on squats and steak. How to gain 20 pounds of muscle and add 200 pounds to your back squat. That's going to be intense. The Dolce Whey, Mr. Rush spoke about it earlier. We're going through the quality controls with our legal team right now. You'll hear more about that very soon. It's going to be a big fall for us. Jason, congrats, Jesse. Pictures look great. Hell yeah. Jesse Lee killed it. Killed it on his transformation. Chris, do you like the banded workouts? Can they be valid replacement for weights? Not valid replacement for weights as much as an ancillary to your fitness program. We all went through COVID. I use bands quite a bit more than I normally do, but at the same time, bands are good for 10 to 30% of your exercises, but I'd rather do body weight work than strict band work. Mr. Russ, you just helped me choose, coach, the rower. When I get more space, definitely looking at the elliptical. Thanks, coach. And I have both my mom and sister subscribe to the YouTube. Hell yeah, Russ. Let me know when they're on. I'll give them a shout out. Reverse hyper, worth it for a garage gym. I have the reverse hyper. I use it 3 times a week. It's a pain in the ass. I don't always want to get on, but I always use it, and it has dramatically helped me. I got the reverse hyper after a conversation with Louis Simmons, who went through multiple back surgeries and back issues. Now, when I was a power lifter, the reverse hyper helped take my squat from a low 700-pound squat to a mid 800-pound squat. It was because of the reverse hyper I was able to build that type of strength. And then I moved away from it for over a decade. And then I got other back and hip and all these other issues. The reverse hyper now, I use more rhythmic. I do 20 rep sets on the reverse hyper. I don't know, somewhere between 100 and 200 pounds in total weight. Not too heavy, but not too light. It's dramatically helped my back, like stiff back, sore back, tight back, misaligned back. I don't have nearly the back issues I once had. And also my glutes are popping. I got that nice big round, booty that we all want, guys and gals. That's the power center of athletic performance is the glutes. My hamstrings are always in shape, right? I never lose strength. My low back, my erectors are like steel cables, and I just feel healthy. So that's the answer. Now they're actually getting less expensive these days. Where did I have the Rogue? So I have one of the Rogue reverse hypers. I'm staring at it right now. I use it 3 times a week religiously. And I never want to get on it. Like it's kind of uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to use. But I will get on there and I'll do my 3 sets of 23 times a week. And I'll use it to warm up sometimes and cool down sometimes. For me, it's definitely worth it. But if you get it, then you have to use it. Jim, it's never comfortable, like where the hands are and like my legs and like the seat position. And maybe it's just because I'm just being a big pussy, pardon my language, but I just don't like it. Like I like to suffer. I love to suffer. I would much rather be on the beach in 20-degree weather in the freezing, slushy, sleet, cold, doing bear crawls up the sand dunes, literally until I like puke bile. I enjoy that, right? I enjoy the hell days I have in here on Sunday. I do this like med ball workout. I call it a hell day to the point that I want to try and pass out or puke, right? I enjoy that. Like I enjoy these intervals, like doing these interval sprints as I do on the pre-core now, where I get my heart rate up over 190 beats. Like I enjoy that. But the stupid AirDyne, I'm always thinking about how uncomfortable it is. And like, just, I don't enjoy it. Like I spent the money, I have it sitting there. I should probably sell it. That's that. But maybe it's me. Maybe it's just my limb length just isn't well suited for it. Right. Cause I know some people, I got some CrossFit friends. They love the stupid thing, man. Have at it. Any other supplement recommendations, or should I just stick to creatine? I would just stick to the creatine. I don't see any reason to go outside of that, Parsa. It works so well. JH, hey, Dolce, what do you think about double kettlebell full body workouts from Keith Weber Extreme? I don't know Keith. I don't know his stuff, so I would have to look into that. Russ says, thanks for all the info and almost done with 3 weeks to shredded and living lean, feeling the gains and working at being my best by my birthday in December. Hell yeah. Hopefully getting out to Jersey this Christmas, brother. Let me know if you're in Jersey, man. I look forward to that. That would be awesome. Again, Russ is following the 12-week program at thedolcediet.com, the online personalized diet and exercise program. You guys can simply go there right now. Promo code Living Lean, save 30%. And also, for those who are interested, we are running our next Dolce Diet certification and fitness conference. It is a 3-day event, September 25th, 26th, and 27th, live and remote via Zoom. Myself, my team, and some amazing guest speakers will be just intense, putting so much information into you guys. It's going to be an incredible experience. We teach you everything you need to know about health, about fitness, about constructing the proper diet, athletic performance, weight cutting, building strength, making gains, supplements, but also motivation, building your business, building a brand, managing your cash, creating financial independence for the entrepreneurs out there. Man, we go deep. And then we have this massive Q&A section. Russ is a DDC, and he says the DDC was so much fun. It's an awesome experience, people. Anyone who wants to become a Dolce Diet certified coach, you can pre-register right now. That actually ends tomorrow, where you can save $1,000 if you pre-register right now at dolcedietshop.com and use the promo code I am ready to lock in that $1,000 savings. I'm giving you $1,000 right now. DolceDietShop.com, promo code I am ready, all one word. Save your $1,000. Become a Dolce Diet certified coach. Get that DDC acronym next to your name. Earn the respect of your peers and your clients by being aligned with the #1 brand in health and fitness, but also work alongside myself and my team. As you continue to grow your craft and build your business, you become a part of our community. You become one of our endorsed local professionals in what you do. Man, we just try and give so much back. We really do. For those who want it, we are always here for you. For our certified coaches, we are here for you. And if nothing else, you leave with just an overwhelming education. This is a motivational event as much as it is educational. Again, DolceDietShop.com, promo code I am ready, and reserve your spot right now. All right, guys and gals, I have to jump off this stream. We're an hour and 2 minutes in. It was going to be 10 minutes, right? And here we are, an hour and 2 minutes in. I appreciate you. Bang, bang. If you haven't yet, just leave a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate that. Leave comments below if there's anything specific you want me to talk about in future videos. If you haven't shared this, feel free to share this video on any of your channels. Maybe people would want to listen. The only thing I ask of you is to help us grow this channel by simply engaging. Just engage with us in whatever way that you're comfortable with. I appreciate you. I will be here every single day trying to help change your life, improve your life, better your life. I will give you as much energy and passion and information as I can, and I will always be honest. I will always tell the truth, and I will always do right by you. And hopefully in time, I will earn your trust and I will earn your respect. That's why I do these live Q&As, so you can look me in the eye, so you can hear me answer these questions. Nothing here is scripted. This is all just straightforward. This is me. This is what I do. I'm dedicated to helping you be better. I appreciate you guys. Until next time. Boom.